Women in Albania are women who live in Albania or come from Albania. The first Women's Association in Albania was founded in 1909. Albanian women from the northern region of Jeg live in a conservative six and patriarchal society. In such a traditional society, women play secondary roles in Jeg communities that believe in male predominance. And this is despite the advent of democracy and the transition to a free market economy in Albania after the period of the Communist Party of Labour. Albanian culture is based on the 500th anniversary eve of Lika Dukajini, the traditional code of conduct of the Jeg, in which the main role of women is to take care of children and take care of the house. The right to bear arms. According to a column in the Literary World in 1878, Albanian women were allowed to carry weapons. Traditional social status of Tosk. Historically, the matriarchal Toska Albanians from southern and central Albania valued gender equality, religion, and sexuality. The social status of the traditional Hegate of Durham noted in 1928 that Albanian village women were more conservative in maintaining traditions such as calls for revenge, similar to women in ancient Greece. Before World War II, some Albanian Jeg women often became concubines of men living in mountainous areas. The importance that Jeg men attach to marriage with a virgin has led to women paying for the restoration of their virginity. Despite the risk of infections and inflammation, sexually active Jeg women undergo a hidden simple 20-minute gynecological operation to become virgins again in the cities of Jeg. The same clinics report that some new brides are brought by their husbands to confirm their virginity because they did not bleed on their wedding nights. Women are expected to be faithful to their husbands, but married Albanian women are considered the property of their male spouses. In the patriarchal society of the Jegi Albanians, the birth of daughters is less welcome. The total fertility rate is 1.5 children born to one woman, 2015 est, which is below the reproduction level 2.1. The level of contraceptive use is quite high, 69.3%, 2008 ninths. Most Albanian women start their families at the age of 20 to 20 years. As of 2011, the average age of marriage, the first marriage, was 23.6 years for women and 29.3 years for men. In some rural areas of Albania, marriages are still located, and society is strongly patriarchal and traditional, influenced by the traditional set of canon meanings. Albania's urbanization is low compared to other European countries, 57.4% of the total population, 2015. Although forced marriage is generally frowned upon by society, it is a well-known phenomenon in the country, especially in rural and remote areas, and girls and women in these areas are very often forced to marriage because of patriarchy, mentality, and poverty. Abortions in Albania were fully legalized on December 7, 1995. Abortion can be performed on demand until the 12th week of pregnancy. Women must be consulted within a week before the procedure, and hospitals that perform abortions are not allowed to publish information about the women they have treated. During Enver Hoxha's rule, Communist Albania pursued a natalist policy, encouraging women to have illegal abortions, or to encourage them on their own. Ultimately, the country had the second highest maternal mortality rate in all of Europe, and it was estimated that 50% of all pregnancies ended in abortion. As early as 1946, about 85% of the population was illiterate, mainly because schools using the Albanian language practically did not exist in the country before it became independent in 1912. Until the mid-19th century, the Ottoman rulers prohibited the use of the Albanian language in schools. The communist regime gave priority to education, which included ordering the population alphabetically, as well as promoting socialist ideology in schools. As of 2015, the literacy rate of women was only slightly lower than that of men, 96.9% of women compared to 98.4% of men. In the communist era, women were employed in large numbers. The transition period in Albania was marked by rapid economic changes and instability. The labor market is facing many problems that are common to most transition economies, such as job losses in many sectors that have not been sufficiently offset by the emergence of new sectors. As of 2011, the employment rate among young women was 51.8% compared to 65.6% among young men.